Can you tell everybody what did you do? Because I like to get this question out of the way, the sooner the better. What was the revenue you did last year selling on Amazon?
Last year we did just under 3 million.
This
Yeah, just Amazon too.
bro.
Total was just under 4. It was like 3.9 with both of my businesses.
So you did 4 million. Don't be humble and be like 3 million. You did pretty much 4 million.
Yeah, I know, but you know how it goes, man. You see, like, this is something I struggle with, is like you see Amazon led or these bigger companies do that shit in a month. And it's just like, like it's just like, damn, I feel like I've been running on these steps forever. And it's like, it's a forever staircase though,
Now,
it's forever uphill, man.
What did you do? You started out with retail arbitrage, or did you jump right into wholesale?
I started off with books.
Okay.
Strictly books. I started in 2017. I saw Reezy on Gary Vee's podcast, or Gary Vee shouted out Reezy. Just like count, it gotta be like 10,000 of us that started that way. And
all of us. I started with books too.
Exactly. So it was just like I was working as a custodian, and I was like, man, like before I discovered even that clip about selling on Amazon, I'm like, I gotta do something. I remember it was like January, February of 2017. And I was just like, I got to do something. And then I saw that clip and I said, I was like, fuck it. What do I got to lose? The books cost $1. The platform, I didn't even have an FBA account. Like I did a strictly merchant fulfilled. So I was like, what do I got to lose?
Whoa, hold on. Did you say you were doing merchant fulfilled books?
Dude, I did merchant fulfilled for 2 years.
I've never done merchant fulfilled books. I was always nervous to.
I was nervous to send them in. Bro, and hold on. This is the thing, right? When I started, okay, I was a custodian. I was making $500 a week. No sales background, no nothing background, right? I did like landscaping and all that stuff. And the first thing I did before I bought anything was I created the accounts, right? And I'll just like navigate the like eBay. I started with eBay and Amazon. And then I started just for like 2 months. I just watched Reezy resell. Like that's all I did. So like when I finished what I had to do at my job, there was a lot of downtime. So I'll just sit there and watch YouTube, listen to podcasts. That's all I did for 2 months. I didn't have a printer. I didn't own a computer. I didn't have nothing, just my cell phone. So basically what I used to do was when I bought something, I used to steal index cards from the school, right? And that's what I used to write, the to and from. I used to handwrite the addresses and use manila envelopes to send the books out to customers. That's how I started handwriting. I did that shit for like 18 months.
So I only sent in books FBA, and I know you said you were scared to send them in. But I always felt like, because like back in the day, like I started selling on Amazon in 2018. From at that time, it seemed like Amazon was favoring FBA sellers over FBM sellers before they kind of leveled the playing field a few years later. Did you ever consider sending books FBA, or you were just like, you know what, I'm gonna grab these books and I'm just gonna sell them like this until I build up some funds and then kind of move on to something else?
You know what it is? It was just like, all right, like when I started, right, I didn't have, like I said, I didn't have a computer. I didn't have anything. So anytime I sold a book, I took that money, all my disbursements from Amazon, and I just put them into my savings. I never had a savings before Amazon. So I'm like, you know what? I looked at Amazon as like a bank account with interest, like an investment vehicle that will give me a return on my money, and I put it in savings. So that's all I did. I didn't even think about buying a computer. I didn't do nothing. I just used my phone for the entire 15, 16 months. That's all I did. Do handwritten to and froms, everything, dude. Like going to a post office, standing in line.
That's wild.
Everything. Mind you, I started my first year, I did 11,000 in sales. So I don't even know how many books I sold, but when you think about it, that's still a lot of books. Like
that's a shit ton of books, dude.
Yeah, so
they're not light either, man. These books weigh. You're bringing 40, 50 pound boxes. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
So, but no, I'm bringing them individually wrapped. So I'm like looking crazy as hell, bro. So, and then the next year I did 40,000 in sales, right? Same thing. I was doing the same thing. And then I don't know, I was like, you know what? Let me try this FBA thing. It wasn't because like I was afraid or anything. I just didn't know. I didn't research it. I just researched how to sell on Amazon, and then I fell into the merchant fulfilled way. So it was just like I was like, you know what, let me try it. And like I bought a $200 Chromebook. Like they're basically like laptop cell phones.
Yeah.
$200 is all you need, dude. You don't need nothing crazy. And then my mom's like, oh, we got a print, because I was still living at home. My mom, she's like, we got a printer downstairs. So I had a printer from like 2005. I was like, fuck it. And then that revolutionized, because like now I'm like, I'll send in, 200 books a week or something, and they're not taking up no space.
So
I have bookshelves in my like a spare bedroom, like bookshelves everywhere, just trying to find. Sometimes I'll cancel orders because I couldn't find the book, and then like the next day I'd be like, God damn it, there it is, because I thought the book looked a certain way. So
did you use paper labels when you were printing out like labels, like shipping labels? Were you using paper labels? Because I remember using paper labels when I was sending it to FBA. I didn't start with like thermal labels.
Oh, thermal, yeah. No. I used to get the sheets. I used to order from UPS.
Sheesh.
And get them for free. You get the sheets. I used to use the sheets, the 30 up sheets and all that shit.
Yo, and a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people still don't know that, man. They don't know that they could get supplies, obviously you're limited, but still you can get supplies from UPS and even the post office. But the post office, you might have a little bit of trouble because
So what you do with the post, this is what I do, especially for merchant fulfilled stuff. I order those bubble mailers from the USPS. You could get like 300 of each kind. I order those often because I sell like 10 packs of nail polish and stuff like that. And instead of buying the material, I put them in those bubble wraps, and I just use like 2 or 3 of them. And, we send them merchant fulfilled that way for like stuff like that. Or if you need, just certain, like their boxes, we cut their boxes up all the time just to have like a nice piece of cardboard on top. So if they slice into the box, they're not cutting the products. Like that's a very, very, I think I learned that from Reezy, actually, from Mike, because now you can't buy the thermal. You used to be able to get like 5,000 labels from them for free every month, and you can't do that no more. That sucks. But
man, I always, it's funny because you said that you looked at it like what did you say? You said when you were buying these products, you were trying to like get that profit, and the one thing that I always looked at it as, I always looked at FBA because I only did, it took me a long time to start even doing FBM, because I was like, I don't want to package and ship them, because I had already done that with eBay prior, and I was like, I don't want that. You know what I mean? So I was like, I always looked at FBA and doing retail arbitrage as like selling drugs, like flipping. Like the product was the drug. You would obtain the drug, you buy the drug or the product at a cost. You want to flip it for profit, take the profit, reinvest. It's just like, I used to call it legal drug dealing. It was just like, and you just, that's the whole premise of,
but that's the whole
selling
business.